All right, so let's go ahead and get into this video. I did take a trade last week. I wasn't planning on it because I didn't really see anything until Thursday morning. This setup presented itself and I went ahead and took it. So we'll go ahead and break that down. Before we do that, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support on the previous videos, man. Y'all are running up the numbers, the likes, the comments, man. I enjoy all of it. So I really do appreciate that. Be sure to do the same with this one. Go ahead and run this one up. And if you haven't checked out other videos, go ahead and check those out. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at EJ Harden. Of course, I'll pop it up on the screen like I always do. And yeah, man, let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, let me start this off by saying I did pass my Funded Trading Plus prop firm account. I was on phase 2 for the absolute longest. I think I was creeping up on a year, no cap. But even though it took me a year, I'm glad I didn't fail it. Because that's when I first got my first aha moment where I really understood the market. I quickly jumped into that 100K and I was just going in and out of being in profit, then being down 10%, bringing it back, being back down 10%, bringing it back. So it's just been a battle. But like I said, I've been saying in other videos, I'm gonna pass it soon, and I did. I finally passed it this past week with this trade. So let's just go and get into it. As we always do, start off on the weekly time frame and see if the market is bullish or bearish. In this case, the market was bullish. So price was here. Price ended up breaking this level of structure, going bearish, making a lower high, then a lower low. So once price body closed above this previous lower high, that means price is now bullish. So what was I waiting for? If we're looking at on the weekly, waiting for price to come back into the zone, give me an entry, then take it to the upside. But for right now, let's just remember that the weekly is bullish. So what are we doing on a daily? The same exact thing. We see here, once we don't, again, you don't have to go all the way back here. I'm just doing it for the video's sake for anybody who might be new. So let's start right here. Price was bullish, became bearish, lower low, lower high, bullish, blah, blah, blah. As we see here, this was the lower low. And this was the lower high. So price was in this range. Price was in this range, and once price broke above and body closed above this level of structure, that's when price became bullish. So what am I looking to do? Mark my area of interest out, wait for price to come back to then go to the upside. Now, as we see here, price did come back into the zone once. I looked for an entry. This was 2 weeks ago where I didn't take a trade. I looked for an entry, didn't see an entry. Okay, whatever. Price gave me some movement out of that area. Came back up. Price re-entered the zone. I said, all right, with the weekly still bullish, daily still bullish. I'm still looking for potential entries. So that's when I went down to lower time frames. I saw this entry Thursday morning that we'll go over in a little. And then I took this entry to the upside and just took it for, let me see, what was this? 1 to 1.83. Not the best, but again, it was a Thursday going into Friday. I just wanted to take my profit. And all I was looking to do was to pass the account because I didn't have much left to pass it on. But anyways, we see that the daily is bullish, which means that 2 higher time frames are in confluence. Again, if you're new, I learned from FX Alex G. He has other confluences that he uses in his trading strategy that I don't use. And I just found that, the easier, the better for me. So this is what I stick with. This is what's allowed me to see money out the market. This is what gave me an edge over the market. So that's what I'm going to roll with. Okay, so the weekly's bullish. Daily's bullish. Doesn't matter if the 4-hour is bullish or bearish, but we could go over it just for good old sakes. All right. So we see there's the higher high, higher low. And we see that price is still in this range. Unless price breaks below here, which it didn't, that would make it bearish. And if it broke above, it would just create a new higher high. So not really worried about what's going on 4 hour, but it is good that it is still bullish, just giving me more confirmation that we could potentially see price going to the upside. All right, so let me go back to the daily. We've identified where a market structure is going. It's all bullish. That's perfect. So now let's go to daily and identify our area of interest. If you've been following the videos, then you already know what I look for. I look for multiple touches at an area. And as we see, we have one here, here, all throughout here, all throughout here. And it just continues and keeps going. So if I see that price has returned to this area multiple times and we've seen a reaction from this area, price came up here, rejected, came up here, rejected, came up here, big rejection, came back up here, rejected again. Now it's above. So I'm expecting price to come back into this area, give me a rejection. Now, this is stuff you got to pay attention to because price came back once, gave me a rejection. Okay. If price comes back again, I'm not saying 10 times out of 10, but there's a high possibility and probability that price can potentially give me another rejection. So that is why I paid attention to that. I said, all right, bet price is back into my area. This is another chance to potentially take this trade long. And that's exactly what happened. Not only that, we have the EMA on the daily. The EMA just simply acts as another line of support and resistance. We have the EMA on the daily under price. So we're looking for that to potentially carry price to the upside. So I'm saying area of interest are super easy. It just takes practice and you just got to continuously look at the market. I mean, every day, every week until you understand it. It's just going to take time. There's nothing really hard about it because once you identify it and once you're able to see multiple touches in the market, then you'll mark them up like it's nothing. Okay, so the weekly is bullish, daily is bullish, 4 hours bullish, have our area of interest marked up. What are we looking for? Before price was even in this zone, I had an alert set. I had an alert set in the zone so that way I could go about my day. I could work my 9-to-5 job. I could take care of the kids if I have kids. I don't have kids, but I'm saying if you're out there, you have kids, take care of the kids, do what you got to do, take them to school, daycare, blah, blah, blah. And you don't do nothing until that alert gets hit. Let you know that price is back in your area of interest. Now it's time to keep a close eye on it because it could potentially give you a trade signal. So once I saw that, went down to the 1 hour. Now for entries, I take my entries on either the 1 hour, the 30, or the 15-minute. It just depends on which one's cleaner. Sometimes the 1 hour is clean and the 30 is not clean. Sometimes the 30 is clean and the 15 and the 1 hour isn't clean. Sometimes none of them are clean. Sometimes all of them are clean. And usually if all of them are clean, then on my regular live account, then I'll enter multiple positions because that's just giving me more confirmation that we're going to upside. But in this case, the hour didn't give me anything. I took it on the 30, but we'll go over that later. And the 15 didn't really give me anything. Yeah, the 15, it gave me something, but I wasn't too sold on it because it really didn't engulf like I wanted it to. But on the 15, we see that price came down, ended up going bullish in our zone, coming back into our zone. And if this candle would have engulfed, then I probably would have took it on the 15, but it didn't. So on the 30, it was the same exact thing. Before we actually go over the entry, let me talk about why I took it at this area. Okay, so in order for me to take it in this area, price has to be bearish coming into the zone. Again, it's all just market structure. Price is bearish, bearish, bearish. And in order for me to take this entry, I need price to go bullish in my zone. Can't be outside the zone. And when I mean outside the zone is it can't be like price can't come over here and then go bullish up here and then I take it because that's not where the area of interest is. You see what I'm saying? That's not where I marked up where I need price to be at to give me that reaction that I'm looking for. So when I say price has to be in the area, it has to be in this area. Now price could come down a little like you see it did here. Oh shit. Price could come down a little out of the area and then come back in as you see that it did here. but I just want to make sure that price at least touches or gets into this area in order for me to look for my entry signal. And if you've been watching the videos, you should probably already see it. Price was bearish. As soon as it body closed above this level of structure, price went bullish, gave me a little pullback, and then an engulfing candle. Now this one, it's not the typical pullback that I look for, but it is a 2-candle pullback, letting me know, okay, that is a pullback that I can consider, or that I can consider it being valid. So once I saw that 2-candle pullback, then I ended up seeing this doji with this bullish engulfing candle. I said, that's it, that's the entry. Ended up hopping in it. And like I said, this was Thursday morning. I didn't take it at 6:30. I think at 6:45. I think I took it around 6:45. This was Thursday morning, and all I was looking to do was to get at least, I believe it was 2,300 out of this trade, just in order for me to pass the 100K prop firm account that I have. I wasn't looking to hold it, over the weekend. I wasn't looking for $5,000-$6,000, none of that. I was just looking to make enough money to be able to pass this 100K account and go ahead and get live on that. And that's exactly what I did. So price ended up shooting up in my favor. I also think news came out around this time, or at 8:30. But price ended up shooting up in my favor, and then just honestly consolidating a little bit. This was after 5, after the market had closed, not in session, and then ended up shooting up again. There was also news at this time as well. But I do want to mention something. When price, and this is a little secret of mine that I just noticed from trading and just from, watching the market and stuff like that. Remember how I said how price had to go bearish to come into this area of interest? Anytime price goes bullish and changes direction, expect a pullback. Now, this is for the 15-minute, this is for the 30-minute, this is for the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly. I don't care what time frame it is. Anytime price changes direction, always expect a pullback. Now, okay, let me not say always. Let me say 9 times out of 10, expect a pullback. Here on this 1 hour, we see that price was bearish, price went bullish. I was expecting a pullback, and I honestly was debating hopping into another trade right here. Why? Because price gave me my pullback, gave me a big blue engulfing candle showing me we're rejecting the area of interest, potentially looking to go up. So that's what I'm looking for. And I'm telling you, it's on every single time frame. So that's just something to be aware of. And you might not understand it now. Let me see. Like here on the daily, price bearish, went bullish, pulled back. I'm telling you, expect a pullback anytime price changes direction. It was another trade, I believe it was, I can't even remember. It was a trade that took 3 weeks ago when I had the $14,000 on the previous video. If you look at price, if you look at price on the 4 hour, I believe, and the daily, no, I believe it was just a 4 hour. The 4 hour went bearish, and I literally called it to a T. This is when you can start calling stuff. Not saying I'm the greatest or I'm the best at trading, none of that. But I'm saying when you watch the market, you can start calling stuff. I noticed the 4 hour went bearish. Okay, bet. I know the 4 hour is going to pull back. What did the 4 hour do? Pull back. What did that allow me to do? Get an entry. What did I wait for? 15 minutes to go bullish into my zone. End up going bearish. Pull back, as I said it does. I'm telling you, anytime it switches market structure or market direction or change of character, whatever you want to call it, it's going to pull back. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But I'm telling you, just start watching it. Just start watching that when you're trading and when you're looking at the market. When price changes direction or changes character or goes from being bullish to bearish or bearish to bullish on any time frame, watch for the pullback, because I guarantee you it's going to pull back. But yeah, back to the trade, man. It was, like I said, pretty smooth and simple. Nothing crazy. I ended up getting out here. As I said, news, was it this? Yeah, 8:30 came out. news came out. I believe it was bad for USD, which was good for me. And news ended up coming out. Now I always watch on the 4 hour, and I think I had a line right here, if I'm not mistaken, of just an area to watch for a take profit, or maybe I had it on the daily, and then I think I had another one on the daily, which was up here. But what I noticed is that price was struggling in this area to break this candle. Yeah, I think I was watching on the 1 hour. Price was struggling to continue to break this candle. Now, as I mentioned before, I had already taken I had already taken the trade out with Funded Trading Plus, because I had already passed the account, but I had two positions open on my live account. And I was just watching it, and I'm watching it, and I see that price was struggling to break up there. So once I saw that price had came back into this area, I was like, you know what, let me just take the money. Thank God I did, because the price ended up making this big bearish engulfing candle and pulling back, which I don't care. I'm not, mad at it, because I got my bread. And if I really wanted to, I could have held over the weekend, because I still think that this trade is potentially going all the way up here and going to the daily structure. And honestly, probably breaking that. But my best guess is that price is coming back up here. Will I hop back into it? Probably not. I'll probably just look for any other trades that might be set up for the week. But again, my guess is that price is coming back all the way up here. One, because it already retested this twice, so I think it's finally ready to go up there. This is double bottom, if you know about those. If you don't, just keep doing your research, learn the market patterns. Double bottom showing me, okay, yeah, price is really ready to go up. And it's just honestly just watching the market, man, and getting comfortable, and just honestly having confidence. That's really the biggest thing. But that's the trade that I took. That's the trade that allowed me to pass my 100K account finally. Now let's go over to the Funded Trading Plus and trading, what is it? DX Trade, or I forgot what it is. GUI Trade. I'll go over to GUI Trade to see that I actually did pass it, see where the account's at, and yeah, just the next steps. All right, so we're here now on the dashboard of Funding Trader Plus. As you can see, simulated profit, $105,249, 5.25% gain. I hit my simulated target. And as you see here, congratulations, you have passed this stage. Please check your notifications for details. Very super simple. And on GUI Trade, as you see, AUD USD right here, a buy. Closed P&L $2,611. Now, the reason I didn't take this on my Rocket 21 account is because I requested a withdrawal from the $10,000 that I made. I'm a little nervous because, one, they stopped accepting U.S. clients. Now, I don't know how that affects me with already having an account. Two, I don't know if that's going to affect me being able to get a payout. If anybody knows, drop that down in the comments. But I requested a payout on Monday, but Monday was a holiday, so I actually ended up going through on Tuesday. They say it takes 3 days. 3 days was Friday, and I didn't get no email. So Monday, I'm gonna be looking out for it. If I don't see it on Monday, I'm gonna shoot them a message or something like that, try to get some information. But I really hope they're still paying out U.S. traders, man, because one, that's 10 bands. Two, what the fuck, I made that money, and I really want that money. But we'll see. But that's going to be all for the video, man. I really hope y'all enjoy. I know last video I didn't have a face cam because I was on vacation. This video I'm back. So the videos here on out should have the face cam. No issues, no problem there. If you guys if you guys are trading prop firm accounts, let me know what prop firm. Let me know how y'all are doing, man. Let's really get some engagement in the community. I might be starting a Discord or a Telegram. I got some people reaching out to me asking if I start some of that stuff. So I might be starting that soon. Let me know if you guys really want me to, because I'll go ahead and get that set up with some stuff. Get to know you guys. Try to get a community going. But with that being said, man, I really do appreciate, again, all the love and support on the videos that y'all are giving me. If you're not following my Instagram, go ahead and check out my Instagram. And I look forward to trading with y'all next week. I'm out.